it is. We are live. Zoar,
Hey,
Maniacs. How's everybody doing tonight? Got my man with me.
hey everybody.
Go ahead and give yourself a little intro.
Jonathan Turner, director of Any Bassin. I've been doing pro fishing for 2 years now, sponsored by a few guys. Uh, Nothing major. Got a nice new kayak. Is
There you go.
our main scene, the yacht, as I call it.
That thing's huge, dude.
So,
We'll get into all that. But well, you just joined up with Hudson Valley this year, right? It's your first year with
yes,
Hudson Valley.
first year with Hudson Valley. I like the guys.
There
I
we
like
go.
the new water. Fishing New York water is fun.
There we go. There we
Way
go.
better than Connecticut water.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
We got a couple of
Cleaner. Central New York, northern New York's way cleaner water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, way clearer, way cleaner.
Yeah, New York water is pretty clean.
Yeah,
Yeah. It does get pretty
especially that mountain water, like
Yeah.
Lake Copake. That was first time I ever fished that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That lake.
Like what? Like what would you say? Like 7 to 10?
No, more than that. I'd probably say 10 to 12.
Wow. I didn't think it was that clear, but yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, 10 to 12.
You could see the
In the-
bottom like deep.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could I was spotting fish and pitching to them in over 10 feet and over and picking them in if like they were in grass or if they were in just the green slime or if they were in that red like laguita weed or it was pretty cool. Rock. I liked it. And they were in schools. I didn't see hardly any single fish swimming around. They were all at least in a group of 3.
It's one of my favorite lakes.
Yeah. I'd be going back
I got to get that footage.
for sure.
Had a decent day there.
Yeah, I did. I had a decent day, even with the trouble. I had a decent day.
What did you end up finishing there?
I was dead last with four fish, 19 or 18 or bigger.
Oh my god!
I was still in dead last,
But
it was close.
Yeah.
Everybody was within like 4 inches.
Yeah. That's how it goes. That's how it truly goes. Because everyone's like 15, 15, 16, 17, and then whoever's got that 19, 18, 2 18s.
Yeah, a couple of 18s. Yeah.
Usually how it goes. You catch 2 19s, you're in good position.
I'm not a finesse guy. I fish big baits. Even when I'm flipping, I'm fishing big baits. I barely use drop shot. Certain lakes, like our upcoming tournament, I'll be using probably drop shot in a couple of spots, but yeah. So, but besides that, no, I don't do Ned rigs. I don't do that hover stroll stuff. I got the equipment to do it, but I don't have the patience. I don't have the live scope to really do it. So,
I have like the baits.
Oh yeah, I got the baits. I don't have the actual live scope to do it.
Okay.
But
what electronics are you running?
I got the Garmin SV94.
What's that down?
94 SV? Yeah, map.
Downside. Okay.
Yeah, and it's the Ultra Plus or whatever it is.
Okay, nice.
Brand new one they came out with last year. Upgraded the 9-inch. It's got all the new maps and stuff.
Oh yeah, nice. Dude.
So
I think I got a little. What am I got?
Which is nice because, like the 32 and the 34 live scope, you need the black box, but anything like the old transducer for live scope, like the ones that come with the ice fishing pack, you don't need a black box. You just need the transducer, and you can hook it right to the back of the unit, and that's it.
Okay.
Just like Hummingbird. Hummingbird, you don't need a black box. You just need the transducer. If you got the right Hummingbird unit.
That's what I'm rocking right now. I got blessed.
Yeah, I had one, but I flipped the kayak last year. I had 2 Hummingbirds, and they drowned. But yeah, I mean, their warranty system for Hummingbird is awesome. It's like $250. You send in the unit, and they'll fix it for $250.
Whatever it is.
Whatever the problem is. I told them I drowned the unit. They're like, oh, just send the whole thing and we'll fix it or replace it for $250.
That's where I'm okay with that. Like, I called the company because I broke a rod and I barely used it for I think I bought it Black Friday and it broke in April or May. And we don't start fishing until late March.
Yeah. Who's this? What company is this?
It was an Akuma rod.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
I rock Akuma.
Yo, can you guys help me out? Any replacement plan? Help, please, something, anything? And they were just like, no. I was like, what? I can't give you $50 instead of giving you a whole nother $130.
Yeah.
No. Okay, 60, 70, you guys can't hold me down, throw me a 30% off ticket, nothing. No.
That's crazy.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm just not going to buy your stuff anymore. So
nope.
Yeah.
We used to call them the cheap starter kits. I used to Surfcast for stripers before I switched to bass boat and kayaking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to use Akuma rods all the time. You get the $150 Akuma 10-foot with a reel, and that'll last you 3 months. You throw it in the garbage. Maybe you're lucky enough you keep the reel, the rod is shot, and then you just go and buy another one for $150.
Yeah, that's interesting. But Michael Bradley here, he goes, "What's a drop shot?" Scott Romano said to hear that. I mean,
yeah.
As much as I hate it, I'm tying it on.
Free rig might be nice.
It catches fish, though, dude.
It does, but free rig, like I said, a free rig. People are switching to that now instead of drop shots.
Yeah.
Yep, free rig. It's a drop shot you can throw and cover.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the free rig going yet.
I've done it a couple times with actually the sponsor of the next tournament, V&M. They're bugs.
So you know what's weird to me? I can't. My problem with fishing is if I can't envision it in my head and see it working well, I kind of fare away from it. So in my head, I understand how it works, but I just when I feel when I throw it, I'm just I'm doing something. My line slack or my line tension or something.
Yeah.
I feel it's not.
You keep it slack. It's like a Carolina rig, but smaller.
Okay. I don't know.
That's all it is. It's a Carolina rig, but smaller.
Yeah.
These actually smell good.
I've even really thrown a Carolina rig.
Really?
Yeah. No,
that's the way to go. I've learned that's the way to go. If you want to do a big bait and there's a lot of grass, you do a 2-foot, 2.5-foot Carolina rig and use something with a lot of float to it or a lot of appendages or a long tail, and you throw it out there, let it float down, and then just giving it that couple of twitches will pick that bait up above the weeds and let it, just float, and then it'll sit on top of the weeds if they're thick enough. And then every time you jerk that weight, it'll just hover above instead of being pinned down.
Sean said, "Love my Dobbins rods. There's no hassle warranty on them." Yeah, Dobbins are my most expensive rods because of that reason right there. I can just call them up, send it in. Okay, I think the warranty is the same with the new owners. I haven't heard of any hiccups just yet.
Dobbins. What's that? That's Hudson Valley's sponsor, right? Dobbins.
We might have some affiliation. I don't think so. I want to say Rich might be personally,
Uh, uh,
but Dobbins is good stuff.
Old 18
Yep.
Outfitters rods out of Texas.
Yeah, okay. That's who you
They're
rock.
a real good rod. That's what I sport. That's one of my sponsors. They're veteran owned. One's a Navy ex Navy SEAL and one's a ex Top Gun fighter pilot.
That's cool.
And
That's
they
great.
they go by their brand. Everything's American made, nothing overseas. And if you break a tip or something a year and a half down the road, they still will fix it.
There we
They
go.
go by their stuff being strong and you know,
Good.
so and they keep it affordable.
Yeah, that's
I think
nice.
their most expensive rod, which is all like carbon grip and stuff, is like $300. But most of their rods are like around 180 or lower, and they always have buy one get one free or buy one get one half off
Yeah,
sales all the time.
that's great. Our club sponsored Hudson Valley's affiliated with Douglas right now. Douglas.
Douglas, that's what it is. Okay.
I got to get a couple of them too. Honestly, I think we got to call them because for our discount, it was a call the rep kind of thing. So I guess we got to call them and see where our discount stands right now. Because I know there was a lot going on. I don't know where they were getting their stuff from. So
Yeah, I
it
know
is,
a lot of the guys have them. So
yeah. Because I know a lot of discount codes and a lot of stuff got cut with all the tariff talk and all that fun stuff. The prices going up. So I know a lot of things changed. So, but yeah, we'll talk about this weekend. We got Zoar coming up, Lake Zoar, up in Connecticut. Um,
Battle of the Borders.
Battle of the Borders. Is
That's
that
my
is
baby.
it on the?
That's what it's called.
No, it's on the border of New York and Connecticut, though, right? Essentially,
Somewhat,
so
yeah. It's just past Danbury.
yeah.
And but what it is, we're calling it Battle of the Borders. It's a KBF sponsored tournament. We're trying to have it as it's something I came up with this spring with how KBF reorganized their whole format for regions. And so Hudson Valley is a different region. They're northeast, and Connecticut's part of New England region. So we're hoping to do it as a yearly tournament,
I
and
see
we're going
that.
to have, New Yorkers first, Connecticut, or hopefully down the road we could get New Yorkers, New Jersey, whoever, some Pennsylvania, if they're close enough, within 2 hours or whatever, to come up, do the event.
How much
We
anybody
invited guys from Massachusetts and Rhode Island to come. We're trying to do, just a southern region kind of event. Try to get everybody together for one nice event,
That's cool.
singles and team event.
Yeah, I like the team event. Are you on anyone's
Yep,
team yet?
I'm on a team. Yep.
I didn't even sign up yet.
Yeah, I noticed it's looking a little shy right now. We're shooting for,
It
30,
usually
40 people,
it
but
usually picks up those last couple days. I feel like everyone fills in.
yes. Uh, we
Trevor,
aren't taking anybody.
Trevor said he lives 20 hours away because Trevor's in North Texas. Trevor,
That sucks.
if you make that ride,
I'll make it worth it. I
I
got
was gonna
tons of
say,
giveaway stuff.
we'll figure out a way to make it worth. I mean, obviously, I'm not expecting you to come on Saturday, but like next year, if you were to bring your butt up here, we'll figure something out so that you'll be definitely blessed for your travels.
Yes, and this is actually a national qualifier for the championship. This is an actual qualifying tournament for the championship.
What up, Frank? Actually, I think so. I think because of last year, me making the knucklehead, and then they postponed the national championship.
You made Knucklehead?
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
I shooted for it last year. I missed it by like an inch.
Yeah, I snuck in both years. So like I don't know. I wasn't really trying to so I was literally it happened on a live stream too. I was on a live stream and I was like looking at the leaderboards and I just noticed that one team only had like 4 or 5 people on it. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I only had 2 weeks. It was like middle of the month. I had 2 weeks left in the month and I was like, well, I know I'm getting ready to go fish Tuesday and Thursday, and then I'll get one more day of good fishing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sign up. I'll fish 3 full days hard, and we'll see what happens. And like I think the first day I went out, I caught a 20. The second day I went out, I caught a 20 and all 17s. And then I was like, okay, all I need is like, and then I had the lead at that point, and I was like, all right, well, if I could upgrade like 2 inches or whatever, I'll be all right. And I think I got like 94 inches on the month in like 4 outings, 3, 4 outings.
I made the mistake last year. I was in first place for the team I wanted. It was the last month. And I was like, and I had a pretty good lead. And I was like, I'm not going to fish the last weekend. I'm not going to do it. I've got enough lead. I don't think anybody's going to catch up. They haven't caught up all month. I've been in this lead all month.
Yeah.
And the very last day, within like 2 hours, someone, I don't know if they just sandbagged me or they actually caught the fish and put it in. And I ended up losing it by like an inch. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But they didn't even have it last year, didn't they?
So wait, no, we did it last. Did we do it last year? Yeah, yeah, we did it last year. Last year and the year before. Yeah. Because that's the reason why I kind of, yeah. That kind of transpired. It kind of.
It was kind of weird, though, how things just ended up, I think. Well,
No, it was fine. It was just, I mean, it is what it is. So the payout took a little bit to get to the guy, but it was fine.
yeah.
There was some hubbub behind that.
Yeah.
But apparently,
So,
like, Chad was talking to the guy, and there was a whole hubbub. You probably saw it in the KBF group. That's
yeah.
what I saw. And the guy, like, apparently Chad was talking to the dude, and then the guy jumped on the internet and was like yelling.
Yeah, blasted the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And then I guess the team leaders are supposed to get sponsorship prizes to all the guys and stuff from their sponsors and crap like that. Did you end up getting stuff like that?
So that was like it was weird because that was like an individual team thing. So both years that when I went down, the first time I went down with aggressively average anglers, and they did give me a bag for like, hey, congratulations on making the team, blah blah blah. And then they gave me another prize where they were like, hey, and they didn't tell us about this, and they were like, whoever caught the biggest fish throughout this tournament, we were going to give this bag to. So then they gave me another bag, and I was like, oh wow, that's dope. So then when I went down with Freedom Squad, Matt just took care of us. He just bought everybody something.
Yeah.
Like, he bought us a bag. But then there were other teams where I guess the captain didn't really
do anything. That's what I heard.
It was just like, hey, yeah, what's up? We're here. Let's go fishing. Which I mean,
it said right in the thing, though. It said that captains would be providing prizes to those who made the team.
Okay. I didn't really realize that. What up, Tweezy?
Yeah, it said between the $5,000 or $10,000 plus captains would be providing sponsorship prizes.
I didn't see
from
that.
Their sponsors.
Okay, I didn't see that. But Tweezy, I saw you said that I switched my day. No, this is just this week. I had to work on Monday, so we just switched it to Wednesday. This is the day I'm off, and then I work tomorrow and Friday, and then I'm going into the tournament.
Yeah, and it works out for us because we wanted to blast out the tournament, get awareness for it. Like I said, it's got some good prizes coming. We got V&M Bates is sponsoring. They sent up a big box, so there'll be some prizes for non-winners and prizes for, it'll be cash up to a certain amount depending on how many people we get, and then there'll be at least 2 or 3 places after cash that I'll be giving out prizes from V&M. Little bags of goodies, between plastics, jigs, vibrating jigs, whatever they send you, I'm sharing. And then just during the prize ceremony, I'll be tossing out stuff. And then we also have pandemic baits. Well, I actually got a bag right here. So he's just a local guy, but he sent a whole bunch of plastics, like big 10-inch worms, some techno worms, drop shot worms, Zenkos, Tech styles, flukes, all that stuff. So bags of that will be given out, and I think there's actually, Kaz Outdoors is sponsoring it, and the tackle shop in Newtown is going to be there and sponsoring.
Trying to get some stuff going here.
So
I think we got a barbecue going too, right?
Yeah, there's a barbecue going. I don't know how that's going to work. It's supposed to be raining Saturday, but we're doing the tournament rain or shine. The ceremony's going to be rain or shine. That ceremony is not moving, even if it's pouring out. I have a tent we're bringing. So, please stick around. The ceremony's not going to be super long, but I do have stuff to give out. So stick around, try to tough out the rain a little bit and get some free stuff.
It's only supposed to rain for like 2 hours in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine, I live 20 minutes away, and I've got like 40% chance all day.
What town is it in?
It is like Southbury, I want to say.
I'm sure Lake Zoar, Connecticut. Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure the weather's pretty similar to where I'm at. And on Saturday it says, it said that it was only supposed to rain in the morning.
It's going to be mid-70s. I know that. It'll be mid-70s. I'll tell you what, I got weather. Windy. What windy say?
Stevenson. There we go. So now I can go to weather, search city.
My Windy app. That's the #1 fishing app to go to, Windy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no, it says the same thing. Saturday, it says in the morning. It shows a little rain in the evening. 8. Nah, dude, we're good.
Nice.
We're gonna get a little drizzle here and there. It's not gonna rain that bad. I mean, I'm gonna bring my rain jacket, but we're good. Positive vibes.
It is what's it? I'd say captain's meetings like 10 to 5. And launch is at 5 o'clock. Lines in at 5:30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And tournament ends at 2. So it's an 8.5-hour tournament. And then the ceremony is at 3.
That's dumb long.
So it gives guys time to, we're only using the one ramp, so it'll give guys time to, be patient at the ramp. It's big enough so you guys can wait around and stuff, but, just be nice. There is going to be, I know, at least me, the one handicap guy there. I'm sure there's going to be 1 or 2 more that'll be a little slow. at the ramp.
We always help you out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited.
So
There's a couple spots.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
I know holds
That-
fish, and everybody's gonna run past it because everybody with their motors, they're gonna go buzzing off.
Yeah, every I went there a couple of days ago. It's got beautiful grass set up already. With this weather, it's supposed to rain a little tomorrow, I think.
A couple rain days before.
Yeah, and the nice thing is the dams have to release water like twice a day there. All the dams in that 3-lake system.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have movement and shad movement up and down that between our 8.5-hour day at least once, maybe twice, if we're lucky enough.
Okay.
So
I didn't even know there was shad in there. Thanks for that.
oh yeah, there's tons of shad in there.
Oh.
There's shad there. There's shad in Lillanoa.
We might change some colors on these chatterbaits.
Yeah, shad, perch, white perch. There's tons of that in there.
Are bluegills in there too? I imagine, right? Always
Yeah, there's bluegill in there. There's bluegill in there, but there's more like shad. Zoar has baby walleye in there too. They're trying to make Zoar like a walleye destination in Connecticut. I think in the last 5 years, they've dumped something like 100,000 baby walleye in there.
Yeah, that's funny because I was just my boy just sent me a thing about where they stock in New Jersey, and I was like, holy smokes! You'd be surprised, like some of the numbers. Like, that doesn't mean that they're all going to live, but like they put like, hold on, I'll look at the list. So like the highest number, Round Valley Reservoir, they put 50,000 fingerling bass in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm sure they expect 3/4 of them to die or get sucked up.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So I think but I was like, holy crap! A couple of the other ones, 18,000, 16,000, 7,000, 8,000, 23,000. Some of the lakes are like lakes that I wanted to go to and I just haven't been to, but it's pretty much just a list of like, hey, these are the managed lakes in the state. So I was just like, oh yeah, screenshot, perfect. So like when I need to do my monthlies, I'm gonna start. And one of them on here is an hour away from my house. It's like 58. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's so amazing, but. Yeah, and apparently, I talked about it on a live. Bud Lake, they apparently the New Jersey State smallmouth was called out of there, but the guy like had a big job and he called out of work that day. So we have.
What lake's that?
Bud Lake.
Okay.
If you Google it, it's like multiple accounts that say some dude caught the state record and he made a business decision that he was like, I don't want to get fired from my job. I called out. If I turn it in to the state, my name goes in the book and they're going to show this date and time that I caught it and I'm going to lose my job. And I was like, dude, you better than me because I'm calling my boss. Yo, boss, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would.
Right now. Your boy's going in the books. That's what we do it for, but I don't know if it's like I said, it's all on Google, but.
Show you guys a little secret bait that I knew was good at Zoar 2 days ago.
Okay. That's funny. I got a bunch of them. You're a big
Green Pumpkin Pro.
Yeah, I think I have that exact color.
They were nailing it at Twin Lakes too.
There's the shad one.
Yeah, I got every color. I think almost every color.
There's the shad one.
Yeah, I want to get the crappie one, huh?
How do you throw it? I haven't thrown it yet.
Sideways. So sideways.
Are you Texas rigging it or what?
Yeah, Texas rig.
Okay.
Texas rig. I've done it with. I had more success with like a 5/16 weight than I did with a 3/4 ounce weight.
Okay.
I don't know if it was they liked it whether it was floating down a little better, but it stands straight up. It doesn't lay down. It floats almost. It's like neutral buoyance. Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. That's actually really nice. Maybe I will.
Make sure you tear the tail apart too.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring some with me. I got some in a crazy color here. I'm trying to find them. I think it was like one of the fan favorites.
What, like 4K bluegill?
Nah, it's there. These are exclusive colors off the I'll be snagging them off the whatnot.
What?
Yeah, because like I get them on the stringer. Shh. But what's this?
Oh, you got to give me a couple of them.
Yeah, I got you, dude. Of course. I don't know if you're
nice.
Well, but it's like a dark gill color. It's got like the lighter green on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. I'll bring you some.
Yeah.
This is fire though.
You got any buzz gills?
Yeah,
those will probably work at Zoar.
I got a pack of those today.
I got 2 packs. One's with the chartreuse bottom belly, and the other one I think was just like 4K gill. Yeah, I got one that color. Yeah.
The buzz gill, for y'all who don't know, it's got the paddles on the back.
Yeah, and you just use a locking hook, screw lock hook.
Yeah.
And that's it. No weight, no nothing. Just whip it out there and.
Where is it? I'll show you some.
Bring it back.
But
probably be awesome on a. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this, bring this thing along.
Yeah, because Zoar does not have lily pads for guys that don't know.
No,
Zoar does not have lily pads. But it'll have probably high grass. It'll have matted grass on top.
It's gonna be weird though. Like what I anticipate is because they're still current. There's gonna be places where it's like bare.
Yeah. Well, there's that big bay above the launch that's only like 4 feet deep with no current.
Yep.
That's a buzz bait topwater spot all day.
Like a giant flat. Yes, sir.
Yep.
And I did some I'm not gonna give up all my juice, but I did some studying of that area.
Flags are going to be required, guys. That lake is going to be. The boat guys don't care too much about kayakers there, so flags are going to be required. Sometimes the warden's out there, so make sure you got your whistle. Connecticut, I don't know how it is in New York and stuff, but Connecticut requires you to have a whistle
attached to my life jacket.
I don't think we're going to be early enough where you need lights, but a flag is going to be mandatory. So.
Mine's not the greatest flag in the world, and I should probably get a new one, but it works. It's functional.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I don't have a super high one either. Mine's probably
just something to mark your back. That's all.
It probably comes up to like my shoulder. You know, it's nothing crazy.
Yep.
Like I didn't get the Yak Attack pole that sticks up, but I just like.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Certain things, I do like high end.
I got the light on top of mine, so.
Yeah, I got a light on top of mine too. But there's just certain things where it's like I'm pretty sure that thing is like over $70, $80, and I'm just like, I'd rather just go get more tackle or like there's something else that I feel is more of a necessity than to get a pole that I stick on the back of my kayak. Does it look cool? Hell yeah, I get it. I'll get one eventually,
Well,
but
once you put a motor on, you're gonna have to have a pole
yeah.
with the
Well,
flag. That,
you have to get the high flag once you get the motor.
no, you don't have to have a high flag. You just have
No,
to have a flag on the back.
I have a flag. It's right here.
Flag and a rear light. So you're good.
I don't even understand how
Yeah.
bad it's alive. Like, it's just not big.
No, don't have to be big.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, that's it. It does the little flash.
Oh yeah, that's even better than mine. Mine's just a twist.
That's it.
Oh, that's the one that goes in a little bag?
Yeah, no, I don't even put it in a bag. I just leave it just like this, and I like screwed I screwed the little thing onto the back of my kayak, and I just plug it in. I'll plug it in, turn it, and there it is.
That's all you need.
Yeah, the lights get a little loose, but it's all right.
I think that 4 feet or 3 feet or something is the requirement. If you got it from Yak Attack, it's up to par.
No, it's not from Yak Attack, but it's from it was from some spot down in Alabama. Something outdoors. I don't know. But I was down in Alabama with it twice, and I waved at the warden, so.
Yeah, no, you're good. You got the light and the flag. That's all you need.
They came trolling by me, and they're like, "Howdy, you catching anything?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They were like, "All right, have a good one." And I was just like,
"Yeah." They don't bother kayakers that much.
Yeah, I was like, "I know I'm clean," because if they had a problem, they would have came nose up to you and been like, "Hey, blah 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 blah."
Yep.
Blah. They don't. When they keep going sideways, you're good. You're like, all right, he's just gonna say hi. If they come straight at you, you're like, oh boy, what are you checking? I got my stuff. But
so, yeah, the tournament, I can't wait. Like I said, it's been something I've been planning and working on since February.
Yeah.
Yep. Personally, me.
I'm excited.
And then with sponsors and stuff. There's 2 KBF gift certificates for $50 entries.
Nice.
So Chad will pay 2 people $150 entries for any online tournament.
Nice.
So that's also added in there.
I hope I think that's monthly. I think that's a month. You can get in on a monthly.
That's a monthly, yeah. That's pretty much adds to a monthly, yes.
50.
Yep.
70? I think they're $50, right?
No, they're $50 monthlies. Yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah, I would do that and instantly join the next month.
So that's what they are, monthlies.
That's pretty cool, dude.
That's what he figured. He'd just give us 2 monthlies. The more people that show up this year, the more I can ask for next year.
I'm getting excited just talking about it.
So please, anybody that's, near Connecticut, fishes Connecticut waters, fishes, Hudson Valley, the border, Candlewood. Hell, if you fish Candlewood frequently in a kayak, you can come and fish Zoar with us. It's only 15 minutes up the road.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 tops. It's exit 11, I think, something like that. So it's going to be a great tournament. Hopefully, great turnout. Like I said, the V&M held off on their gifts for a while to send us some new stuff.
Yeah.
So there might be some goodies handed out that are not seen yet. So a little bit of treats for some guys that I know of. Or he's sneak peeked them on his website, some certain chatterbait colors and
Okay.
plastic
They make their own,
colors.
they make their own bladed jig.
Yeah, oh yeah, they make their own chatterbait. Yep, they make their own chatterbait. They make like 6 different kinds of regular jigs between football, 2 different kinds of football jigs, flipping jigs, pitching jigs, swim jigs.
I love a nice swim jig. I got one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they probably got 20. They got 20 different colors. So here's my box of just some of their stuff. And let's see here. Like that's their bluegill swim jig with the nice peach colors, and never seen colors quite like theirs in a jig.
Okay. It's always
So
nice.
they're almost like high-tech colors,
Yeah.
but American made.
Mm.
So that's the best way I could describe it. JDM colors, but American made. So they got 2 different creature baits, couple worm baits, minnow bait. They got a new minnow bait they just came out with. They work with Robo Worm, I believe, and they come out with these. I don't even know what they call them now. Straight tail smoker worms. So that's their drop shot, straight from Robo Worm. Looks just like a Robo Worm. Pretty sure they work with Robo Worm to get it.
A lot of companies do that. I feel like a couple companies have been doing that with the. They borrow like the pores, but the company will just change the color.
Yep. Bassmaster Classic Champion Cliff Pace.
Yeah, because Missile did the same thing.
Yeah, Missile Bait's got their straight tail or their drop shot stuff is from Robo Worm too. Yep.
Yeah, because they got the. I got a bunch of those. I'm a big fan of them.
Because they also got the little shad worms that are like 3 inches.
The spunk shad, yeah, that's with a.
Yep.
Yeah, this is that package. That bait's not in there, but you could see.
Yes.
I got different baits in here. I got these.
I can't wait.
Booster worms.
What's that? A 5.3 Busa or whatever?
6.3.
Huh?
I think it's actually no. You're right. 5.3. 5.3.
5.3. Yeah.
I love this bait.
I don't have any of those. I don't have any of the 5.3s. I ordered them, but they're not coming until the middle of next week. I was thinking about those for Zoar.
Dude.
Because I know the smaller ones work real good on a jig at Zoar. Yeah. The Ned rig ones.
I got a bunch of those too. Actually, I don't know what I did with them. I gotta find them.
Where are they? As you can see, I'm a 6th Sense guy myself. I got tons of 6th Sense.
Yeah.
But I'm more of the custom guy for 6th Sense.
Like the Casey Customs?
What's that?
You get the Casey Customs?
Yes. I got all exclusive color packs, Busas. Yeah, this is the 6.5 Busa. I think I showed you this one earlier.
Yeah.
It's purple.
Yeah, it's the shaky worm. Yeah, the shaky worm. You get the mag boosters yet?
Oh, I got the mag boosters.
I got those too.
This is my favorite thing they have is the stroker crawl.
Okay.
And I like the small one because I use them on my like Raid 5.4 gram pitching jigs, finesse jigs. Yeah. So
it's like the tail. I can't even like almost describe. Like they almost do like a circular motion for tails.
Yes.
You know.
Yep.
Instead of
like a jet, like the jets.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. It's kind of like it's like weird, different. Definitely different though. I like it.
Even though I've been using prawns, you don't see people use those that often.
No.
Or even buy them. But I got packs of prawns. I got Congos. I got probably 8 bags of every creature bait they have, crawl they got. The worms I'm just starting on, but I'm a big plastic junkie. So I'll buy them from Missile Baits. I'll buy them from who do I usually use? Reaction Innovations.
Yeah.
These are pretty good. Yeah. But if I'm using a beaver, I'm going with Strike King beaver. I like the Strike Kings way better.
Of the scent, that coffee scent.
Rage Tail.
Yeah. I might even have a bunch of Rage Tail, and I haven't used it in a while. It's sitting in the side of my box, and
I got a whole bunch too. I got a buddy that throws those on like a 1/8 ounce belly weight and on lily pads, and he swims in between the lily pads, and he gets struck on them all the time.
Yeah.
With like the nose screw. I might throw this.
What is that?
The big old 3D rat.
Yeah. That might be a bit. So lately, and he's loving it.
I'll give away this at the tournament. That's a $50 bait. Sinking headbanger tail.
Okay, I heard about
that's
nice.
This one's this is the big one too. 9-inch headbanger and bone.
There we go. Michael Bradley.
That's a beast catcher.
Yeah, that's definitely something going to catch something big. Nothing small is going to run up on that.
No.
But Michael Bradley said, "What type of bottom will you be dealing with at Zoar? Rock, gravel, mud,
gravel, rock. Maybe
not grass mixed in, but it's not that bad. It's like
but the grass is on gravel.
Yeah.
You might get mud all the way at the dam, fishing deep at the dam, but that's about it. I've never really fished the dam, but the dam's like 60 feet deep.
Some people are going to go down there. I'll tell you right now.
A lot of people are going to go down there.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to shoot right down. That's what happens at Zoar every time. But I honestly,
I go up.
There's going to be a small current, and it flows down. So I can't go that far because I'm paddling. I'll burn out.
Yeah.
So my game plan is to stay closer to the boat ramp.
That's why you got to get a partner, do a team, and have your partner tow you.
Is it legal? I don't.
Yeah.
I know Hudson Valley. It's not legal.
What?
Yeah, you can't get towed. I don't know, but we don't do team events.
This is KBF rules. This tournament is all KBF rules, not Hudson Valley rules, KBF rules. Because it's a KBF qualifier, national championship qualifier. It has to be KBF rules.
Okay. So you can't get towed by a teammate?
Yes.
Okay.
In the teams.
Do I sound funny, y'all? Y'all should have been told me that. We're about an hour in now.
Yeah, why? What they say?
No, they said I sound funny. He said I sound like a million miles away. I hope I don't sound funny. But what up, TX? Yeah, I got to try to find a partner for the partner event. I'll holler at Kyle and Nico, see if they got a partner for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're partnered up. Maybe that's why.
I got a guy on my side looking for a partner.
I didn't even see Kyle text me back. I really don't care. What is it? What's an extra $50? I think it is.
Well, it's $50 for the team.
It's 25.
So it's 25.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's 52.
Yeah.
$47 for a single. But to be on the team, you have to fish singles to even do teams. It's not like a team could just come and fish teams. You guys have to fish singles and teams if you want to do teams. You got to be in the single event too, because the main thing is the singles tournament this time around. Next year we might do, I'm going to do singles and tournament. If teams want to just come and do a teams tournament and not have to mess around with the singles, then I'll run a team tournament as well, separately, and not make it mandatory to be singles. And see if I could get maybe more guys to come just to play as teams.
There we go.
I'm open to options for next year. I'm willing to grow. I want to make this, like I said, this will be I want it like something that everybody looks forward to every year. If we think the lake's too small, I'll move it to Illinois. I don't care. Yeah, well, yeah, for now it's small enough, but, 50 people will be a lot in that lake.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 50. Once you get that big, that'll be a lot. But I don't think I've never seen one of our events get higher than like 20. I think our biggest event was ever like 26, 27. Maybe
Yeah, but
I don't think.
But like I said, I've invited Long Island KBF. I invited Mass Bassin or Mass KBF, whatever it is, Mass Bassin, I believe. I invited the Rhode Island KBF. I invited all 4 clubs in Connecticut that fish Connecticut. So Cash and Bass, Slay Nation, and then there's Any Bassin, and there's one more that I'm missing, but I can't think of the name of it. So sorry, that club I'm missing its name. I apologize. And then I just put a regular blast out on the KBF members page saying, all members are allowed to come since it's a qualifier. Yeah. And I know there's like 10 KBF guys that fish the monthly tournament, online tournament. So if I get at least a couple of them to come outside, there is a chance for it to become a big tournament. Yeah. If people put their stuff aside and they're, I don't like this guy or I don't like that club aside and just come and fish.
Yeah.
That's the goal of this place, is to be a neutral ground. I want this tournament to be a neutral ground, just as a regular qualifying event, fun event. Next year, there'll be more food than just a little barbecue. I'll get, maybe a food truck come up. This is the first prototype run.
Michael Bradley, is Zoar part of a river system? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hudson, it's part of the Housatonic.
Yeah, Housatonic, yeah. So that definitely flows. I remember, last year, I don't think last year was my first year. My first year fishing Zoar, I remember I was going up the right side. When you first come out the boat ramp, when you come around and you go to the right.
Yeah.
I didn't know the lake yet. So I'm like, I'm paddling and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Why am I not moving? I'm like, dang, I literally looked back. I'm like, my anchor down? And I'm like, what is going on? I think they let the water out of the dam and it picked up. And I'm just paddling and I was going nowhere, but I wasn't really paying attention. I kind of just it was early in the morning. I'm just paddling. I'm like, I took 5 or 6 strokes and I'm like, why am I not moving? And then I didn't realize that if you just cross over to the left, there's that, like you said, that shallow area.
Yeah.
You kind of got to know, this is definitely one of those lakes where your first time on it, you got to understand the flow of the water.
Yep.
Because I didn't understand the flow of the water.
Just like Illinois. Yeah. You'll burn up your battery fast. Motor guys, you'll burn up your battery fast during half the tournament and then be stuck uh-oh.
Gotta learn the flow.
The old timers always told me, once you realize that they've opened the dam, you go all the way up to the top of the dam, and the shad will come out from Illinois. They come out through the dam all beat up and start floating a little bit and stuff in the current. and the bass know that. So then that's when you go in there and throw, like the flipping gill or the panorama and stuff like that in there, because
Yeah.
there's already shad that's all beat up floating in the current, and the bass are just sucking them up like crazy.
Wow.
So you just go up in there when they're opened up the dam, and you just throw it in there, and they should get tons of bass. So there's a freebie for you guys. I better not see everybody up there when the current starts, or
I don't even
I'll
think
be
I can
swinging rods with 1.5 ounce weights around.
I don't think I'll make it.
Listen, you make it to that flat. If you make it to that flat, it's literally like the same distance times 2 to get to the top of the dam. It's shorter to go to the top of the river than it is to go to the bottom of the river.
Yeah, it is. I see it.
It's really not that far. And there's actually 2 bridges. People only think there's one, but there's 2. It's just the second one's not marked on the map.
I see the second bridge.
Yeah, it's just pillars. It's an old train bridge that used to be there. That's deep there too.
I'm not making it all the way up here. That's crazy.
Yeah, you will. It actually gets real calm there. You should be able to make it. I used to make it with my Old Town Salty pedal drive.
That's crazy. I mean, I honestly, I probably could borrow a pedal drive. I probably should.
You don't have a pedal drive?
No.
You could put one in yours?
No. I don't think so.
You don't have the hole, huh?
There is a hole, and there's a hole there because somebody stole my the bucket, and I just never replaced it yet.
Oh.
Because it's $100, and that's another one of those things.
Yeah, but it's a hole to the water.
Yeah.
It's not a hole to the water in the middle.
Yeah, but it's
and
not.
You got the mount up. You got the mounts up top.
No, it's like your bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like my bucket. I guess it's meant to put a transducer in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little.
I say my pedal drive's not doing anything, but if it don't fit, then I ain't gonna bring it.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna fit in a wilderness. Do you have a wilderness systems joint?
Oh no, mine's an Old Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yours, yeah. If you could find a pedal drive for a wilderness, it'll go in that hole. They're made that way. They are universal like that.
Maybe I'll have to take a look. But yeah, I was looking at it, but then the thing about that was I was looking into buying the pedal drive. The pedal drive's $1,000.
Yep.
$1,200. I'm like, why don't I just?
That's one of the most expensive things on the kayak.
Yeah, but that's where I'm just like so. But at that point, I could just get a used Old Town for $1,500.
Yep.
The whole thing.
Yep.
So
I'd sell you mine with the trolling motor that doesn't have left or right. It just needs the new electric motor inside the transmission.
I'm broke right now. I actually got one of my club mates has given me a trolling motor. So
oh yeah,
I'm not gonna. I don't know when I'm gonna install.
Mine's got spot lock and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, it just needs that $50 motor.
Yeah.
It would come with the kayak.
I'll talk to you about it. Maybe for next year.
Yeah, hey, it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
I'm just putting feelers out for it.
Yeah.
I'd rather sell it to somebody I know. That way, if there's ever a problem with it, they could contact me and I'd go around and help them fix it and shit.
Yeah. I'm looking at a couple. I'm zoning out here because I'm looking at this the Lake Zoar map. Why do I always forget the name? The topographic map. And it's not really that deep.
It's got deep spots in it.
Yeah, but it's not that deep overall.
No, and it's not that wide.
Yeah, no. So I see there's a couple spots, couple areas where it looks like I want to work, But I just honestly, this might be a tournament where I just don't go far. That's all. It's the only thing I can really say about it. Like I don't want to give. I'm not going to give up too much. I don't think anybody here is going, but still, I think I'm going to check. I think I'm going to go right here early, and then I don't know.
Just remember, a lot of the good guys that have been there know the good spots that are close to the ramp as well.
I know. I ain't worried about it.
Like the bridge, 84. The spots between the ramp and 84.
Because that first bridge is 84, right?
The side creek.
Is the first bridge 84?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know somebody who's going to sit right there.
Yeah, me too. My ass.
And then I see a little something where I kind of want to start right here. Not too much further than that, but we wanted to get into all that, man.
Yeah. I'm going to practice. I'm going and practicing tomorrow all day.
You're going tomorrow? Damn.
Yep.
It's supposed to rain.
Yeah, that's all right. Hopefully it'll be close to the same conditions as Saturday. So we'll see.
Now you got in my head with the shad thing.
It's a shad-filled lake. Lilinoa, Zoar, and Lake Housatonic are shad-filled lakes. And you would think with all the shad that's in Lilinoa and it dumps out into Zoar, there would be a lot in Zoar. Because Zoar doesn't dump as much into the Lake Hoosie, but Hoosie's got a lot of monsters there, and we're also fishing that this year too. I'm fishing that in 2 months, my club, because that's a 3-lake chain, and Zoar is smack dab in the middle of all 3 lakes.
Okay. Maybe I should join you guys' club too.
We fish a lot. I fish a lot of lakes. So we do, I try to spread some out in the central Connecticut, and then I do a lot on the western side of Connecticut. So that's where I live.
Send me the schedule. I'll take a look at those lakes, if they're not like.
We got Connecticut River still. Candlewood next weekend.
Yeah, Candlewood sucks, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So like.
It's going to definitely suck 4th of July weekend because we're going there on the 5th.
My theory of Candlewood now is it doesn't suck. It's just a tough fishery because they killed all the grass and the bass just roamed.
Yep. I've caught a big one. I caught big ones on that Speed Glide, 6 cent Speed Glide.
Yeah.
The small little one that's like.
I know what you're talking about. I got it. They're nice.
An ounce. Yeah, the bluegill color. They crush it.
Those things are nice. I feel like everything.
Over by like Deer Island and stuff.
Scott said Jermaine needs to get in Old Town. I want the new what the hell?
I don't know though. I like Old Towns, but I just switched from an Old Town to a Wilderness, and I like the Wilderness. They're sturdy.
That's what I have now. I want the new.
They're
Old
stable.
Town. I like the Old Town Pro because it has the track, the metal track around the whole kayak.
Yeah,
they're pretty much what they.
So does mine. So does mine, and mine's like $1,000 cheaper than the Pro. Because what's the Pro? $3,200.
I think so, something like that.
So the Tactical Pro 128 or 120, whatever it is, 128, that has track on top and track on the bottom on both sides and in front. It comes with its own captain's bridge already set for trolling motors with the cables and everything. Comes with a live well. What's that?
You have the one Iconelli has?
Yes.
So, but that
comes fully wired.
Yeah, that one doesn't come with a pedal drive though.
No.
Yeah, that's like a PWR or an XTR. It's just like a frame, and then you build it the way you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
There's
six.
no way you can put a pedal drive. It's made for motors.
Yeah, see, I don't want one of those. That's just my opinion.
You're not a motor guy.
Not yet. I just want to get a pedal drive, and then I'll go from there.
See, I've already done the pedal drive and was like, ugh. Can't
Yeah,
stand up in a pedal drive and keep position and fish,
I know.
especially on places like Lake Zoar, Lillanoa.
I don't mind.
Candlewood sucks.
I don't mind the sitting. And
Yeah.
you know, you know what you do. I know this is bougie, but you just got to get you got to get a remote for your trolling motor.
I got the remote.
That's what I'm saying. If I just get a remote for the back for my rear trolling motor, I could just
Yeah.
and stand up and just, I'll be all right.
You already have a trolling motor?
I do have. I mean, I'm getting one. I got one.
Yeah. Because like I said, the Wilderness, the one I got from Mike Iconelli has, that's $2,300, $1,000 less.
Yeah, but it's got no
And
pedal.
it comes fully wired for trolling motors. It comes with the circuit, the breaker, all the wires.
$1,500 on a crazy trolling motor and the battery.
But it could take any trolling motor. Or you put the trolling motor in the back. It's got 3 spots for the trolling motor in the back, and it's got the 1 spot for the trolling motor in the front. So you can put literally whatever you want on it.
I don't know if I want to rely on straight power though. I do want a pedal drive. 110%. I want a pedal drive.
I do I miss my pedal drive in certain spots, but I just bought an extra battery. That's all. And the thing's heavy enough. It's good for like 900 pounds. So carrying the extra battery does nothing really to it. So I bought me like a cheap 100 amp hour battery for like $150, and that's the backup battery.
Scott said the same thing. That's how I feel. It says, but no motor with it, so it's not really a saving, in my opinion. I hear you on that. I feel
it is if you already have the motor, though.
Yeah, but I feel like the motor I'm gonna get is not gonna be sufficient enough for that big boat of that big barge, and then I'm gonna get pushed into buying an XI3, and an XI3 is what, like $2,000?
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
As long as it's 55 pounds of thrust, you're good. Because that's what I got.
That's what I'm saying. That's that's where it kind of pushes you into that realm, and then you're like, oh man, well now that I'm here we go. Excuse me. Let me see what else we got here. What do you think? So Zoar, you want to get into? We'll get into some baits, I guess, real quick, and then we'll get out of here. We usually keep it around an hour. If you want to spill some juice, I know you already gave us the little shad tip, which I'm appreciative of. That might change some of my presentations here.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna change some colors, but
I know now the small football jigs, 3/8. Keep it around 3/8.
Yeah, that's funny. That's what I got. Not a football.
I usually use the Kitech 3/8 football jig.
I got a little Beast Coast little Magnum tied on.
Yeah, this is I'll show you right here, my baby. This is actually my Zoar lure. Where'd it go? People messing around with my stuff.
I got some of the mini flip jigs from Nickel.
Right there.
Yeah, those.
And that skirt's actually too long. I'll cut that skirt down a 1/2 inch.
And then you got the mini stroker crawl on there.
And the mini stroker crawl, or I'll use a like the Kitech Shiner, but like the 2-inch one with just a little paddle tail on there, and flip the edges and just flip it, crank it right back. Flip it, crank it right back. And Zoar loves it. Zoar, a very good color for Zoar is peanut butter and jelly. Purple. They love that purple at Zoar. But it's also a smally lake. You'll get way more smallies than you will largemouth. But the largemouth you do catch are going to be giants.
Yeah. There's gonna be a dink fest. What is it? It's a 12-inch limit or a
12-inch limit.
12 inches small.
He wanted, it might be 10. I'm not actually quite sure. You guys do 10. We usually do 12. I think we did settle on a 10-inch limit. I think everybody's gonna hurry up and get their 5, 10 little dink smallmouth out of the way, and then they're gonna go and hunt down largemouth.
Yeah.
The rest of the day.
I'm looking at the rules right now.
And then you have to have ID cards.
Yeah,
it's going to be Hudson Valley ID card or the KBF identifier card.
Okay.
You get the KBF one in the KBF rules, or just go to any KBF tournament on Fishing Chaos, and at the bottom it always has ID card, and you could print out a sleeve of like 12 of them, or you can use one of those.
I got this from the blue.
Yep. So Hudson Valley, I got mine's from. Hold on one second.
It's 12-inch. What's up, Charlie? It's a weird night. We switched it up to Wednesday just for this week. Yeah, it's 12 inches.
It is 12?
Yeah, it's 12 inches.
I'm going to lose you guys for a second in the dark.
Let's see. The people that are signed up, I don't know. I only know one. Ralph, Rich, Biggie. Sean's in here tonight. And you can say you'd be surprised how many times those 10-inchers will be a winner. You'd be so surprised. I think we lost John for a second, but we'll get him back. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna get a boat that's only electric. I'm gonna stick with the pedal drive, and also that means I have to go register the thing, and I just don't want to pay money and worry about my registration going out. Oh, we lost him for a second. He did say we were gonna lose him. There he is.
I'm back.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Oh, you got the double.
I got the double from Trash Panda. But you need that ID, you need that identifier, or that identifier.
Yeah. I was going to get the double. Because now it's like, that's what I'm so. Let me see. What do I have on my joint right now? So the way I do it is I got the leaderboard, and I got this on here. So that folds up. But then you can do a second one. So when I'm taking my picture, is I just try to put this one, like I'll just put it just like that.
Yeah.
So you can see.
I used to do paper and then tape them back to back.
Yeah.
And then take it out and flip it, which sucked. So this year is the first year I did the 10, which was nice. It was worth the $15 or $20. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is worth a few dollars. It's not.
Yeah, and it takes Sharpie. You put the Sharpie on, and it comes right off.
Yep. And then you just put a little hand sanitizer on it.
Yep.
Right off.
I
Yep.
actually went and got uh, what do I use? Windex. Windex takes it right off.
Yeah, Windex too. Yep.
So I like the blue magic mark, or the blue Sharpies work way better than the black Sharpies. Black Sharpies tend to stay on harder or bake on there. The blue ones wipe off way easier. Blue and red. For some reason, the black ones don't want to. You need a lot more elbow grease.
I've been using the black one, but I got a red one in my jacket thing, in my life jacket. But yeah,
So
man.
yeah,
Sit down. And,
I'd say flipping football jigs for you guys, and well, everybody's gonna know chatterbait. Chatterbait's gonna be a number one thing too. There, it's a river. A lot of it's shallow. A lot of it's under 5 feet, 6 feet, with grass, and it's I'd say the lake's 90% rock or gravel. So chatterbaits, squarebill. I'm sure squarebill's going to be in there somewhere. Someone's going to catch a good one on a squarebill.
Mm-hmm.
So it's real steep banks. Watch out for the riprap or the logs and shit. It is summertime. It's almost 4th of July, so people are going to clean up around their docks and let that stuff just float down river. So watch out for the deadheads. I don't know how it is at the dam. Last year, it got really bad where there was like a 20-30 foot space from the dam to where you can actually fish because it was just all log jammed. So, but yeah, I look forward to seeing everybody there. It's going to be, like I said, it's the 28th, 24th, 28th. Sorry, 28th.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yep, 3 days. Saturday, 5:30. I think sign up cutoff is Friday.
I think it's like 2:00 in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, we did it really late. Launch is at 5. Lines in at 5:30.
Yeah.
So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, early. That's your boy Rich.
I'm like, oof.
Yeah, that's Rich. Rich wanted to do it that early. I said launch at 5:30 and lines in at 6.
I might just sleep for an hour and just let y'all go be crazy.
Yeah. Then you'll end up having to park all the way up in the top lot and drag your shit down.
I'm sleeping there. You're bugging. I'm sleeping there.
So,
because at the end of the day, my thing is this: I live like an hour and 40 away.
Yeah.
I'm not waking up at 2:30
to get there.
I'm not doing it. So it's like, why would I even put myself?
I don't know. If you get a team, that's a lot of money on the line.
I'm not doing it.
Because teams is one winner. That's it.
That's why I'm just
winner takes all.
Yeah. For something for that, I'm just gonna be there. I'd rather just drive there the night of
and sleep there.
And then I just fall asleep in my car, wake up and go.
Listen, if you're gonna want to really do that, I'll have to talk to Mama Dukes. I got an extra bed. I got like a sleep sofa, and I only live 15, 20 minutes away. So,
yeah. You might have to do that.
Let you crash up over here, and we'll both go.
Because I know a couple of the guys. We do it all the time. So, a couple of the guys will be there for sure.
Yeah, I'll let you crash up here. I don't see why now. Let me talk. I'll let you know. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But
yeah.
I think that's a good note to end it on. We'll get up out of here. What time is it? About 11. Yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a little bit of an off night, Wednesday night this week. We'll be right back Monday with the tournament recap. I'm gonna see if I can't get some type of mic situation going. But John, appreciate you hanging out with us tonight,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate you having me. Let me talk about the tournament and stuff.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we get a good turnout. And
Yeah. We'll have to recap. Maybe have Rich come on Monday, and we'll all recap on it.
Rich usually jumps on a recap. Hopefully I can get in that top 5, get in the money, and get right.
Yeah. Well, it's I know it's guaranteed top 4 is money right now until 20 people or something.
Okay.
And after 20 people, money will start going up higher. But it's top 3 is high cash or cash above entry fee. 4th place is money back, and then 5th, 6th, and maybe 7th will be just some prizes.
Yeah, we'll figure something.
Maybe I might do 5th and 6th will be the KBF gift cards.
Okay.
And then 7th will be just some prizes, something along those lines. I'm not sure what the other sponsors are providing yet. I just know they're sponsoring. That's more Rich brought those guys along. I know what my sponsors provided, so it'll be fun.
Monday, Jermaine shows off the trophy.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's the plan. Let's go. But all right, Fisher Maniacs.
We'll get 1st, 2nd, and 3rd on here on Monday.
That'd be dope. Whatever order, I'm good with it. But all right, y'all. We will catch y'all
Peace.
Monday. Till next one. Deuces. Take it easy, y'all.